Okay. Hello, everyone. Nobody's in here. That's fine. Uh, After a long break, I have decided I want to get back into doing this. And I am live streaming this because I realized that my main issue is I hate editing videos. So I'm just going to throw these up here at will, and we'll see what sticks. Anyway. I appreciate all my subscribers who have stuck around, and hopefully I can get this going again. Today, I wanted to showcase an application that have been using quite frequently, as you can see. It's called PUM Companion. The link is in the description here. It is a application to play solo tabletop role-playing games. It's like a GME or a Game Master emulator. Um, and it's kind of an all-in-one application. And anyways, I'm not going to explain too much, but we'll just dive right in. I am going to be starting a series called Let's Play. And after perusing my backlog of games that I would love to play, but just don't have the time to run games for my friends, I have decided I'll just do it this way, and I can get a little taste and then move on to the next one. And this will hopefully give these games, these are indie games that are not very big. It'll give them some exposure, and I think that all in all, it'll be a good thing. So let's get started. In PUM also, it stands for the Plot Unfolding Machine, which is a Game Master emulation tool by Jeansen Vaars. And he's really neat. There's a really neat community on Discord to Vaars. Oh, I'm not worried about that. Okay. Sorry, there was some stuff going on my end. Anywho, okay, so this is as in-depth or as you know, scaffold free as you want to make it. So I'm just going to type this up here. We're just playing in the game that I am looking at is called Afterlife Wandering Souls. And I will have to put a link in the description to the drive-through RPG for that. They have last time I checked, they had a free quick start. But it's a pretty neat game. It is basically the premise is that you have died and you are what's called a wanderer, and your inner drive or motivation is to explore the afterlife, which is called the Tenebris, in order to find memories because you don't remember your life. So, in order to move on, to which is also called your requiem, is just like, moving on, you have to find your memories to remember who you are and how you died. So, that's what I'm going to be exploring. The purpose of Let's Play is to just get an overview of the game and its mechanics, create a character, and then play a few scenes to see how it all works. And if I really like it and I'm into it, I might play more than a few scenes. I don't know. So let's just get this started here. And so I guess I can talk a little bit about this application while I am doing this. Um, it's really cool because you can put in your own stuff or you can ask for different ideas. I like this idea because it kind of ties into what the feeling of the Tenebris is. So we'll go there. We don't really know the plot scope. You can get a whole plot scope here about the about what your character is going to do or find, but I'm not going to do that. That's a little too in depth for what I want, and so I have something pretty simple here, and I think my character's name. Did I decide Lilia? That's right. I try not to type out too much because it really interrupts my flow is stopping and taking notes. But I will get some bullet points going here. There we go. So Lilia has died and gone to the Tenebris. She hears a rumor of a limbo that holds a strange item that may lead to a memory. The goal: find and explore the limbo, find the item, experience a break. There's some terminology in here. Limbo is simply the word for, there are actually two of these sorts of things. There's mirages, which are towns and cities in the Tenebris. And then there are limbos, which are other worlds that are connected to the Tenebris through just regular mundane portals. And only wanderers can go into limbos. And in limbos, people aren't in the afterlife there. It's just basically like a different plane of existence, kind of. Anyway, um, and then we have the word break, and when your character experiences when you declare that you have found something that gives you one of your memories, your character experiences a break, and then we see like a vignette of like a moment in time of what that memory is and why it's important. That will all play out later. Let's see. Okay. In PUM Companion, you have access to all of these different plot tracks. And now, if you're a writer, you'll recognize these. My favorite is probably, you know, customized because I find it really hard to stick to uh, a, a script. Like right now in my Witcher campaign, we very nearly got to like these end two in confrontation, even though we had not yet been able to resolve the confrontation. And yeah, I prefer to just go with customized or none for these kind of stories where I don't know how it's gonna go. So for the sake of this being kind of a PUM demo, go with customized. Then there's plot focus, and this just tells you this will make more sense, but you can put in your own little bullet points in this game preparation section, and it will draw from those, and you can have the story driven one will only draw from your bullet points that you put in, whereas there's different ones that will become more randomized, or there's this improvised one that doesn't use any plot nodes. I like to go for probably, it is a treasure hunt, so we could do that one. Let me double check that. Yeah, that would be cool. Okay, we'll go next. And now we're in plot nodes. You don't have to fill all of these out. I get pretty overwhelmed trying to pre-fill this information, but where I find that it works really well is if you're trying to solo a pre-written adventure, then what I like to do is I go to Notebook LM, I give it the PDF, and I ask it to create all of these using the PDF. And you won't get, the adventure as written that way. It'll be all kinds of mixed up, but it'll put you in that world pretty well. So what I will do here is just be pretty vague. Um, this is a desert of extremes. The unrequited want to destroy or convert wanderers. Okay. And what else is going on? Limbos, alternate planes. Um, and in a full game, you do have stuff like factions. It all goes into great detail in the Afterlife PDF. However, I am not going to worry about that unless I get more in depth in a game. I'm going to be good with this for now. Let's see, potential obstacles. Obviously, the unrequited, they are wanderers who have given up finding their requiem. And once you do that, you become unrequited. You lose all hope. And you they're basically the bad guys. And then what else do we have? It's a desert, so it's like sandstorm. What else? Let's get an idea. Distracting forces. Try something else. Oh, here we go. Natural disaster. I don't mind being vague because we can flesh this out once we get in and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay. Take damage, sabotage a key location. For these, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do 5. And we will I'm being really picky. Okay, this is good. This is good. And I have to remember obstacles here, it's literally any encounter. It doesn't have to be dangerous necessarily. It just needs to be interesting. Um, but we will go with that. And then useful findings. I'm just going to put 5 things here. And we will interpret them if or when they come up. Okay, there we go. Pending questions. Well, since we know that, I need to find the item. I guess I could ask, what sort of item am I looking for? Where can I find the limbo that holds one of my memories? I think that's fine for now. And then more here in the character creation, you have your game master character, um, which this is just what a character looks like. I'm going to just create a new character. Where, if I already have the template, yes, maybe. No, I don't. This is for This is for my Witcher game. Let me get rid of that. Okay. And her name is Lilia Stallings. Let me pull up a picture from thispersondoesnotexist.com. This might take a minute. I'll let you guys see what I'm talking about here. Ah, there we go. That looks like a Lilia. So, unfortunately, if you right click and save this, it randomizes it again. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do it that way. And grab her from there. Okay, there's Lilia Stallings. Next cool thing about this is we are able to edit this character sheet and put these everywhere. But I'm not going to worry about that right now because in Afterlife Wandering Souls, we make the character during the game. It's one of those games you start the game up and there's steps to making the character as you play. So for now, we will just, yeah, Stallings, and everything else doesn't matter for now. Okay, let's start the game. Um, yeah, so this, that's just a little how to use this tool thing. This is what it looks like. All of our stuff is over here. I'll get rid of this. Where is this guy? There we go. I'll just get rid of that for now. And we have our elements, our plot nodes that we created here. You can roll on these like rollable tables. You'll also, I've got a bunch of random tables I've created, but we won't use any for this. I'll just stick with the different machines we have. We have the plot unfolding machine, scene unfolding machine, and game unfolding machine. And they all work in different ways. The ones I use the most really are PUM and gum. Every once in a while I'll use some, but I don't know, maybe my characters just don't dialogue a ton. Or, the key rule in solo roleplay is that you should always go with your best assumption of what's going to happen. And then if you are stuck, then use this stuff, use the oracle. Or if you want to randomize it. Anyway, we will start. And whoops, once we get through character creation is what I'm going to call it because it's late here and I am tired. But my next one will be a continuation of this. So let's begin. The well, I'm just gonna say it's Lilia. And in some games I will actually play a few characters, but that takes forever to set up and I'm not interested in doing that right now. So, um we will start where this tells me to start, which is that the characters are on a boat. Lilia awakens and she sees somebody who is guiding the boat along. It's the boatman. Um And I guess in that moment, uh, we can ask what he looks like. Let's see. What does the boatman look like? And this is where we start using these things. Let's see. That's where some comes in handy. Uh, let's see. And then I'll describe this. What does the boatman look like? Um, and not only look like, I guess, but how is he? So, intimidating until already. And the thing with this is, if you're watching this, you're new to solo role playing, and you're like me, and you're not actually playing, and you've gone and watched all the videos on how to solo. Um, you don't have to use everything. It's overwhelming sometimes to use everything an Oracle gives you. Just like latch on to something and run with it. And for me and how I believe the boatman would be like still unaware, be busy to recognize your presence. I like that. Um, and then we'll go with like intimidating and all that. So the boatman is he just completely ignores Lilia and he's just, getting the boat to its destination. If Lilia looked up at the sky, she would see nothing. There are no stars here. It is just pure darkness. You could hardly tell the sky from the water currently. And this is where we start character creation. So, there are four facts that Lillian knows to be true. She is dead. She is heading to a place she does not belong. There is no way to escape this boat, and she cannot remember how she died. And so we begin. And that is here. Okay, let me open up Lilia's stuff here. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna roll some dice and figure out what this person is like and what their history is. There's three parts. My life was, what I learned, what I know now. And when we when we roll, I get to roll. And if I do not like what we got, then I'll re-roll once. So let's do it. Okay, I'm gonna exit out of this for now. Uh, let's see. So I need 2d6, a 6, and a 3 for my life was. I could never live up to what they wanted for me. In what moment did you disappoint them the most? I love that. So that's great. Let's add that in there. Um, okay, copy paste this. And it tells me everything, and you'll see in a second. Okay, so we got this. I could never live up to what they wanted for me. And then this is a question I need to answer. In what moment did you disappoint them the most? This is the attributes or whatever that's my numbers that I put in there. And then a DM is a death mark in Afterlife. Each character has so many death marks, and they all signify um, a memory. And when they find a memory, it is always related to a death mark, or it creates a new death mark, something like that. I can't remember. But I guess we'll find out. So let's see. 222. Let's put that in there. Okay. Body, mind, soul. And then death mark is a gold medal. Oh, and here you can like sketch it, but I'm not going to do that because I am using a mouse. Let's see. Not metal, metal. Okay. I guess I could get an icon. There we go. Look at that. A gold medal. Okay, so there's that. Now let's do it again. I'll love whenever we can get um, a dice roller like journal side. That would be cool in the character sheet and stuff. Jeansen is always working on new features with this. It is nowhere near. It is not a stagnant project. So I highly suggest checking it out. Okay, let's go to what I learned. We'll just re-roll this. A 1 and 6. Okay, sorry, I was just reading there. This is what I learned. Oh, I see. Okay, okay, okay. So there's that one. We do that. And then this one requires a lot more rolling. Okay, and these are memories that the characters will have. So I need just delete this for now. I need to roll 2d6 5 times. Okay, first is 2 and 1. Oh, I see. Okay. This is going to be 2 and 1, so let's do answer 1. I am running from someone popular, smarter, or mighty. And in a non-solo game, you would actually have somebody choose whichever one for you, but since that is not possible, I am just going to roll it. I can remember how to roll. This could totally fail. We'll see. Yeah, there's... I need the sheet. I can't remember. Is it up here? Aha, here we go. Ah, R. That's right. Okay. There we go. Okay. So I am running from someone smarter. Shoot. Okay. Let's go again. 2 and 5. I desperately wanted something. And it was powerful. Okay. Let's go again. 3 and 6. I broke something. And number 2, it was big. Two again. 1 and 6. There is a party. And I want to go home. Sounds like me. No, not body. Soul. 1. DM. Cocktail. Glass. And finally, one more. 4 and 3. And 2. I woke up in a dirty gutter. And I've lost my place. Where did it go? There it is. Screaming in rage. Soul 1. DM. Pool of water. Okay. There is all of that. So we've done that. Okay. And finally, what I know now. Let's see. Each player rolls 2d6 3 times. The first result tells you which list. Second tells you what result to read. Read the truth aloud. There's also for a game, I'm not using it this game, but there's clarity dice. So if you don't like what you got on the random table and you have run out of free rerolls, then you can use your die of clarity in order to choose what you want instead. Okay, so we'll do that. 2d6 3 times. Okay, so 3-3. I was a caretaker. For 1, I had a large family. And then 1-5, I was pious. It just says religious symbol, so we'll just keep it at that. Okay. So there's that. And before I continue, I guess I should go fill these things out. Yeah, good enough. I can't remember. Crushing hand, okay. Cocktail glass. And a pool of water. Okay, we got, let's add these up here. Body. 1, 2. Mind. And 2 soul. Okay, body 2, mind 1, soul 2. And so this says the attributes, which are these guys here, maneuver, overcome, etc. These are attributes. Yeah, and that tells me how many I have to spend. So let's see. I've got 2 body attributes. So let's put 1 in withstand. And then let's put 1 in maneuver. Because that seems like it could be useful, right? Then we have 1 in mind and 2 in soul. Mind. Going with this one, because perception is always a big one, right? And 2 in soul. We'll go with create. And charm, because why not? Okay, there is that. Oh, and we have our death marks. The other one is, I have an open hand and a crushing hand. So different, the contrast. Cocktail glass, pool of water. Whoops, there we go. Okay, let's just, I like using this little icon thing for stuff like this. Just cause I'm a visual person and it makes me happy. Cocktail glass. And a pool of water. Well, I'll just do that. That's fine. Close enough, right? Okay. Okay, that's what we learned. Now what we know. Oh, I gotta go get those, don't I? Did not do those in here. Okay, there we go. Copy. This might be easier this way. There we go. Look at that. Now I just gotta clean it up. Okay. A present, tally marks, and a religious symbol. I guess I could, you know, put this where it goes, huh? Open hand? Yes. Tally marks and a present. Okay, remember whenever I mentioned that when you encounter a memory, it might create a death mark? I am fairly certain that is not correct. It will inspire one of these death marks that you already have, and then you get to attach, you know, you don't fill out the description here yet. You do that after you have a break, and you trigger the death mark it's connected to, and then you like can stick the little description there of how it's connected. Okay, let's see. Just go with this, because that's kind of a universal religious symbol. Tally marks. I guess I could make my own. Guess I'll have to. Easy with PUM Companion, where you can draw in here. Just that was horrible. Is there an undo? There is, thank the Lord. Okay. Let's let's reduce that line width there. There we go. That's a little better. I mean, it's not great, but it's fine. That'll do. Okay. How do I get out of it? I do not know. Oh. That's fine. I'll just... Oh, you just press that button. Okay, cool. And then a present or a gift. There we go. Okay. And there you have it. Death marks completed. Okay. Now, on to what else? What else? What else? Now the players may distribute their attribute points. Well, I already did that. Their core and linked attributes, they should calculate their pools. Okay, let's look at this character sheet. Okay. These are concept pools, and these are vitality pools. Okay, I guess that's right. I was just double checking to see if this is supposed to be like this, and I guess it is. So we have core plus lowest linked attribute. Okay, so this is going to be your permanent goes here, and then your temporary goes here. So we have that. It's going to be 3. And I think all of these are going to be 3. Yes. Okay. And then vitality is core plus highest linked attribute, and I was stingy. I spread mine out. Let's see. Okay. Phew. There's that part. Okay, now the approach. So every wanderer, every person in the Tenebris has an approach, and this is a bow, a shield, or a sword, and it reflects the person's overall, I don't know, attitude or demeanor, but each approach can be used. Like, not every sword is going to be an aggressive go-getter, and not every shield is going to be a defender, because you can use a shield to bash somebody. It's all explained in the book, but the way that you decide, well, you don't get to decide, the way that you determine what your shield is bow. Mind is the highest core, shield is the soul, and sword is the body. So I must have done something incorrectly, because nothing is... Oh, maybe I didn't do anything incorrectly. If things are equal like this, then you get to choose. I'm gonna go with a bow. There we go. So as Lilia is in the boat sailing along, a bow materializes out of thin air and is attached to her belt or something like that. Okay. Oh, what does her approach look like? Let's go ask the oracle. Let's see. What do I like to do for this? I like to go and do something like this. So like by its features, maybe by its function, something like that. Okay. So I suppose, what does the bow look like? And then we could even throw in something like this. Let's see. Watery. Ooh, I like that. Icy. That's cool. Okay, so the bow is made of ice. That doesn't melt. Let's just go with that. I like that. The bow is made of ice that doesn't melt. That'll work. Next, So the boatman pulls two objects from his long sleeves and places them before you. He explains these are metaphors for powers he could gift you and asks which one you believe represents your soul best. One of them is wreathed in an aura of potential and it calls to you. Ooh, I get something cool now. Roll 2d6. 5 and 5. Let's see. Rusty chisel. Glass eye. Oh, well that's pretty cool. Mirage craft or vision. I don't know what they do. Mirage craft, you know the true chisel is within you. You are the creator. Oh, it's like manipulation. Vision. Technically speaking, you're not supposed to look up what these do. You're supposed to pick one based on your intuition. But I'm gonna go with vision. Okay. Talents. Okay. Let's see. Create a door where there is none, or gain guidance to your situation, or see the path to escape. I like create a door where there is none because that leads us to endless opportunities. So we will go here. And we will go here. Oh, I've got an extra eye. That's cool. Whatever. An extra eye. You gain true sight. create a door where there is none. Okay, cool. So that is my talent. I can create a door where there is none. I apparently have an extra eye. I'm gonna assume it's in my forehead. That's fine. And then we get starting Curiosa. There are strange forgotten objects that we will pick up and use on our journey. And let's see, a wanderer's starting Curiosa is equal to half their hunger rounded up. Half my hunger rounded up is 2. So let's go with that. Roll a 2d6 for each. Three and 2. Small puppy who really likes you. I love that. That's amazing. Okay. And then I also get 5 and 1. 3 large beans. That's funny. Okay, 3 large beans that grow a giant beanstalk if planted overnight. Also terrific. Okay, here is an example of how you might start populating these things during a game. I got my Curiosa items here, and so I'm just gonna stick them over here. And when they come up, then we will figure out what happens in the game that has to do with that. There we go. And okay. Let me fix this because it's gonna drive me crazy. I cannot see. There we go. Okay. Yeah, the text stuff is a little finicky on here, but it is what it is, and I am able to use it for what I need, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay. There's that. Now, finally, that is the end. As the boat approaches the end of its journey, the light gets brighter and brighter until the wanderers can feel a searing heat and blinding light. When their eyes adjust to the light, they stand on the sands of a scorching desert, and this is the Tenebris. And that, I'll call this character creation, or boat ride. Advance. That is going to be the end of our character creation. This is our character. We'll explain more things as we go along. And I need to set this as a character sheet. This is a cool thing about this app here. And it wasn't always this way, but you can quickly open the character sheet to edit it. You don't always have to go into the actual character and then right back down to here. So, oh, and in case you forget like what you wrote for your plot scope and everything at the beginning, that's always in the game master sheet. Anywho, that is it for tonight. It is 11:30 p.m. my time. In the description it says this will be once a week. Honestly, it will be whenever I feel like it, so that might be more than once a week. But it will be at least once a week. And yeah, next time we will start the beginning of this game, and we have made it through character creation. Yeah. And then we will do our scenario next time. Okay. Thanks for watching.